Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, Adana's Choice, where Adana aims to empower and celebrate women by offering a diverse range of products that address their unique needs, desires, and aspirations. We strive to create a community where every woman feels seen, valued, and inspired to express her true self. Today, my team and I are diving into something super important for your health and beauty routine, hair care. Each one of us will be covering a different topic. More specifically, what you need to watch out for. You know I'm passionate about giving you guys the knowledge to make healthy choices, and that includes what you put on your body. What we're talking about today are the ingredients in your shampoo, conditioner, hair gel, all of it. We're going to break down 17 dangerous ingredients commonly found in hair care products that you absolutely need to avoid. And trust me, you'll be surprised to see just how many products contain these harmful chemicals. Stick around to the end of the video, where I'll share some awesome natural alternatives that will leave your hair looking and feeling amazing without compromising your health. Let's get started.
First up, we're tackling sulfates. You'll typically see these listed as sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate on your ingredient list, and let me tell you, these are some sneaky culprits. Sulfates are surfactants, which means they attract both oil and water. That might sound good at first, getting rid of excess oil, but the problem is, sulfates are way too good at their job. They strip away all the natural oils your scalp produces to keep your hair healthy and moisturized. What does that lead to? Dryness, irritation, and even an itchy scalp. Not exactly the recipe for luscious locks, right? Over time, this stripping action can actually damage your hair follicles, leading to breakage and even hair loss. So, next time you're browsing the hair care aisle, put down anything with SLS or SLES and opt for a sulfate-free formula instead. Your hair will thank you for it.
Next on our hit list are parabens. These are preservatives used to extend the shelf life of products, which might sound like a good thing. But here's the catch. Parabens have been linked to some serious health concerns. Parabens mimic the hormone estrogen in the body, and that hormonal disruption can lead to a whole host of problems. Studies have shown a potential link between parabens and hormonal imbalances, reproductive issues, and even certain types of cancer. Now I know what you're thinking, do I really need to worry about this from my shampoo? And the truth is, more research is needed to determine the long-term effects of parabens from cosmetic products. But why risk it when there are so many safer alternatives available? Look for paraben-free products, and always read your labels carefully. Your health is worth it.
Alright guys, let's talk about formaldehyde. It's found in many hair products. Formaldehyde isn't always listed as an ingredient. It can be released from chemicals like DMDM hydantoin. These preservatives release formaldehyde with heat and moisture. Formaldehyde is a known human carcinogen. It can irritate your eyes, nose, and throat. So check your labels.
Let's dive into another group of chemicals that often fly under the radar: phthalates. You won't always see them listed on labels because they're often hidden in fragrances. That fresh scent you love, it could be harboring these endocrine disruptors. But what are endocrine disruptors, you ask? Well, they're chemicals that can interfere with your hormones. We know now that about 50% of products advertised to Black women contain these types of chemicals, compared to maybe only 7% that are advertised white women. Your hormones are like tiny messengers that regulate everything from your mood to your metabolism, so you can imagine how messing with them could cause problems. Phthalates have been linked to a whole host of health issues, including reproductive problems, developmental issues in children, and even an increased risk of certain cancers. And the scary part is, we're exposed to them every day, not just through our hair products, but also through plastics, cosmetics, and even our food. So what's the solution? Again, reading labels is key. Look for products that are phthalate-free and opt for natural fragrances whenever possible. Your body will thank you.
Now, let's talk about triclosan. You might have heard of this one because it's a common ingredient in antibacterial soaps and hand sanitizers. But did you know it's also found in some hair products? The idea behind triclosan was to kill germs and prevent infections. And while it can do that, there's growing concern about its potential downsides. One of the biggest concerns is antibiotic resistance. Overuse of antibacterial agents like triclosan can lead to the development of superbugs that are resistant to even our strongest antibiotics. But that's not all. Triclosan has also been linked to endocrine disruption, meaning it can mess with your hormones. And there's some evidence to suggest it might even be harmful to the environment. So, what's the takeaway? Think twice before using products with triclosan. In many cases, plain soap and water are just as effective at killing germs without the potential risks.
All right, let's talk about polyethylene glycol, or PEG for short. It's used in hair care products as a thickener, solvent, and moisturizer. The problem is, PEG can be contaminated with harmful impurities. We're talking about carcinogens like ethylene oxide and 1,4-dioxane, not something you want near your hair and scalp. It's best to choose products labeled as PEG-free. There are plenty of great natural alternatives out there.
We all love a good hair product that leaves our hair smelling amazing, right? But here's the catch. Many of those alluring scents come from synthetic fragrances, and they can be a real problem for your health. See, synthetic fragrances are often a cocktail of chemicals, and companies aren't required to disclose exactly what's in them. This lack of transparency is a major red flag because some of these hidden ingredients are known allergens and toxins. We're talking about things like phthalates, which can disrupt hormones, and synthetic musks, which can accumulate in your body and potentially have long-term effects. Now, I'm not saying you need to ditch all fragrances altogether, but it's important to be mindful about the products you choose. Look for products that use natural essential oils for fragrance, or those that are specifically labeled as fragrance-free. Remember, your nose knows, and if something smells overwhelmingly strong or artificial, it's probably best to steer clear. Choose natural, subtle scents, and let your natural beauty shine through.
Next up, we're tackling coal tar. This ingredient might sound like it belongs in a driveway, not on your head, but surprisingly, it's found in some hair care products, particularly those marketed for dandruff or scalp psoriasis. Coal tar is a byproduct of coal processing, and it's used for its anti-inflammatory and anti-itch properties. However, here's the major caveat. Coal tar is a known carcinogen. That means it has the potential to cause cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, classifies coal tar as carcinogenic to humans based on sufficient evidence linking it to various types of cancer, including skin cancer. Now, some might argue that the concentrations of coal tar used in hair products are low and therefore safe. But why take the risk? There are plenty of safer, natural alternatives available that can effectively address dandruff and scalp conditions without exposing yourself to harmful carcinogens. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset. Choose products wisely and don't hesitate to ask your doctor if you have any concerns about specific ingredients. Stay informed, stay safe.
All right, let's talk about silicones. They make your hair feel smooth and look shiny. But over time, silicones can build up on your hair shaft. It prevents moisture from getting in. This buildup can make your hair look dull and lifeless. Removing it requires harsher shampoos, stripping natural oils. Choose products that nourish your hair from the inside out.
Next up, we've got DEA, short for diethanolamine. This ingredient is often used in hair products to create that creamy texture and control the pH balance. Sounds innocent enough, right? Well, here's the problem. DEA is a known hormone disruptor. That means it can mess with your body's natural hormonal balance, and that's never a good thing. What's even scarier is that DEA has also been linked to certain types of cancer in some studies. Now, I know we're bombarded with information about what's supposedly bad for us, but when it comes to something like cancer, I think it's always better to be safe than sorry. Avoiding products with DEA is a simple step you can take to potentially reduce your risk. There are so many great hair care products out there that don't contain this ingredient, so read your labels carefully and make informed choices for your health.
Let's talk about MEA, or monoethanolamine. This ingredient is often found in hair dyes, shampoos, and conditioners. Its job is to react with other ingredients to create a smooth and creamy texture. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the thing. MEA is known to cause skin irritation and allergic reactions in some people. We're talking about redness, itching, dryness, all that fun stuff. And for those of you with sensitive skin, this can be a real nightmare. But it goes beyond just skin irritation. MEA can be absorbed through the skin and potentially disrupt your body's natural processes. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to ingredients that can mess with our systems. Luckily, there are plenty of alternative ingredients out there that won't leave your scalp feeling like a war zone. So be proactive, read those labels, and choose products that prioritize both your hair and your health.
All right, let's talk about tea, or triethanolamine. This is another ingredient you might find in shampoos, conditioners, and styling products. The problem with tea is that it can cause allergic reactions and skin irritation, especially for those with sensitive skin. You might experience redness, itching, or even breakouts. Remember, we want to nourish our hair, not irritate it. So when you're checking those ingredient lists, keep an eye out for tea and consider opting for gentler alternatives. Your scalp and hair will thank you for it.
Now, retinol palmitate is an ingredient you might associate more with skincare, and for good reason. It's a form of vitamin A, often used in anti-aging products. However, when it comes to hair care, retinol palmitate can be a bit of a double-edged sword. While some claim it can promote hair growth, there's also concern about its potential to cause skin irritation. Additionally, some studies suggest that retinol palmitate, when exposed to sunlight, might increase the risk of skin cancer. More research is needed, but it's definitely something to be aware of. As always, it's crucial to read labels carefully, understand the potential risks and benefits, and make informed choices for your hair and overall health.
You might recognize oxybenzone from its presence in many sunscreens. While it's meant to protect your skin from the sun's harmful rays, there are concerns regarding its potential hormone-disrupting effects. And guess what? You can find oxybenzone in some hair products too. It's often added to protect the product itself from UV damage. Now, the jury is still out on exactly how much oxybenzone is absorbed through the scalp and hair, but it's still something to keep in mind, especially if you're conscious of hormone disruptors in your personal care products. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about the ingredients in your hair care products, the better equipped you are to make healthy choices.
We're nearing the end of our harmful hair care ingredients list, but the remaining ones are crucial. Number 15 is benzophenone. It's common in products claiming to protect hair color from UV damage, but benzophenones can cause contact dermatitis, redness, rashes, itching. Some studies suggest they might disrupt hormones, so watch out for benzophenone. Knowledge is power. Make informed choices for your health. Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here. Today we're tackling toluene. Toluene, found in paint thinners and gasoline, can also lurk in your hair dyes and shampoos. Exposure to high levels can damage your central nervous system and irritate your eyes, throat, and lungs. Most hair products contain low levels, but frequent use can add up. Always check the ingredient list and opt for toluene-free options. Your health is worth protecting. Stay informed. Let's talk about resorcinol, another ingredient you might find lurking in your hair dyes. Resorcinol is a chemical that helps to lock in color, but it also comes with some potential downsides. One of the biggest concerns with resorcinol is its potential to disrupt your endocrine system. Your endocrine system is responsible for producing and regulating hormones, which play a crucial role in everything from your metabolism and growth to your mood and sleep. When a chemical like resorcinol disrupts your endocrine system, it can throw your hormones out of whack, leading to various health issues. But that's not all. Resorcinol can also cause allergic reactions and irritate your skin. You might experience redness, itching, or even blisters. And if you have sensitive skin, you're even more susceptible to these reactions. So what can you do? As always, knowledge is power. Check your hair dye labels and look for resorcinol-free options. There are plenty of natural hair dyes and coloring alternatives available that don't contain this potentially harmful ingredient.
We've covered common and concerning ingredients in conventional hair products. From sulfates and parabens to formaldehyde and toluene, these chemicals impact your hair and health. But you don't have to compromise your well-being for beautiful hair. Check out the natural herbal hair dye shampoo for gray hair. It covers gray hair without harmful ingredients. Achieve vibrant, healthy hair without unnecessary risks. Make informed choices for your health and well-being. Like, comment, and subscribe for more tips. Small changes make a big difference.